Good afternoon, everybody.
Afternoon.
Yeah, good. What we want to learn today is how to make boots. Already I asked you if there's anything you know about boots, and everybody unanimously said boots is a kind of footwear that goes above the ankle. Is that not what you said?
So,
Yeah. There's really no other definition than that. It is usually higher than the ankle. Anything above the ankle is a boot. So far as the footwear, right? Anything above the ankle that is a shoe is a boot. Um, except for strap sandals, right? That you can all those female sandals that you can tie up to their thigh. I don't think that would be a boot, but but anything, any shoe, cover shoe that is above your ankle is a boot. And uh, for record's sake, there are so many of them. There are so many of them. One very common one is Chelsea boots. Is very common. Like that's what most likely people know as boots because it's very common. But that is not actually the only kind of boot. We have boots derived from different kind of low shoe boots. I mean low shoes, right? We have Oxford shoe. We have boot equivalent of it. We have Derby shoe. We have boots equivalent of it. We have Olcott. We have boots equivalent of it and the likes, right? But just that there's usually a bring a boot last and a low last for me. Don't scatter the last, just bring one. They are they are usually just higher than the ankle. And because of the fact that they are higher than the ankle, it's their making or the way they make them now uh, becomes different from your regular low shoe, right? This last right here is for a regular shoe, your low shoe, right? Any kind of shoe whatsoever you want to make on this, you'll be able to make it on this, and you can see it has low profile here. This one specifically by design is for boots, right? You know that it's for boots by way of having this uh, part higher than this one, right? Uh, for the fact that we have shoes or lasts that are specifically for boots does not mean you cannot make use of this kind of last for a boot. You already know that. I think even somebody that is not a shoemaker probably knows that, right? And vice versa, because this is not a boot, doesn't mean you cannot use it for a low shoe, right? But then there's a part that usually hidden that we don't usually want to talk about it. Because this shoe is made specifically for boots, you see this part of the last is usually wider than what it should be here. This one is usually narrow around this part so that it will be able to clip your ankle, I mean clip the back of your leg and go around underneath your ankle. This is usually a little bit wider and that could temporarily affect the fitting of your shoe, but then it can always pass, right? So uh, the method that that the method by which shoe or boot pattern are drawn are basically two ways. The first method is the last dependent method. What I mean by last dependent method is the part where you have to uh, tape this last and use whatever you get from taping the last. That is using mean form to now draw the pattern. The other part is basically geometric. That is I can actually draw a boot pattern without even taping the last. I don't have any business with the last. I have a series of values that are useful for me. If you check the group, I just sent a table there, right? Have you seen it? Yeah, I just sent a table there. The table contains what you are going to be using to draw a book a boot pattern or any boot pattern whatsoever. Where's my color? Okay. From the picture, you see standard last length. You see measurement for the ball measurement. You know what the ball measurement is, Abby? You know the short heel length. You know what the short heel length is already by now, Abby? Who does not know what short heel length is? The measurement that you take from the back of your heel. I think this part is the heel, Abby, to the creasing point of your leg. Right, that's the short heel length. Then the counter height is just the back. The most important thing probably is the short heel length of the last or the leg that you're going to be using. So in order to not start by doing anything complicated, it will have interested me. Is that correct? It will have been interesting to me. Is that even correct? Okay. It would have been good for uh that I just teach you geometric directly because um you know that in itself happens to be, should I say, the simpler one? Yes, it is the simplest one, but because you are not already familiar with a geometric, that is drawing pattern without the last, it will look as though it is the hardest thing for you. And on that note, we are going to be starting with taping the last. The last of our choice that we are going to use, what we are going to do is to generate mean form. I'm sure most of you must have heard of mean form, right? What that really means is taping the entire part of the last, cutting at the center, both front and back, try and synchronize them, get the average out of it. That's what mean form is. That will be the first step we are going to take in our boots drawing journey. Although you necessarily do not need to use mean form, you can use your regular one-sided taping that we always do, right? Are you following? Yes, but for the sake of teaching you mean form also, we are going